So one of the most important documents in film production and video production is called a call sheet. If you are new to film and video, you likely don't know what a call sheet is. If you've been doing work in the industry for a bit, you definitely will know what a call sheet is. We're going to show you guys how to read a call sheet, what a call sheet is for, how a call sheet can help your productions, and we're also going to give you a template that you can use yourself and you can create your own call sheets with that. Okay, so first off, I want to apologize. I haven't been on here for a while. I've been super busy. I've been getting a lot of call sheets, which is good, and out doing a lot of different jobs, traveling a bit within Canada. No other travel really going on for Canadians that much, anyways. But I apologize, guys. I'm going to be working on some more content. I have kind of some new setups in my home office to make things a little bit easier to do videos for you guys. So I will be coming out with some more content more frequently. Again, I apologize. So let's go into a call sheet here. I'm on a computer here and I have this call sheet, this template from a call sheet that I got from somebody else years ago. I have it on a Google Drive or a Google Sheets. And I'm going to share that in the link below. You can use that if you just take it and you go here, you go file, make a copy. You can save that then to your Google Sheets, your Google Drive, and you can make your call sheets. I find this one of the easiest ways. You could also download this as a Word document or as a Pages document from Google Drive and edit it that way. I find it easier just working right within Google Drive. So we're going to look here, and for those of you who don't know what a call sheet is, I'm going to explain what it is and what the importance are of these and how you need to be using them when you're working on a job or working with a crew or being hired out to go on a job. So a call sheet basically is a document that you will get typically the night before, maybe a few days before a job. And if it's an ongoing job, they likely will have different call sheets for every day. And a call sheet will break down different elements in there, all this information that you need to know. So what time you need to show up at, what location you need to show up at, is there special notes that you need to have? You will have your contact information, other contact information from the crew, information about when meals are going to be happening, all these things that are in here. That's going to go into it here on the computer and show you. Now, the importance in this, I want to get us at the top. If you don't watch anything from this video, if you stop watching now, one of the most important things on a call sheet is if somebody sends you a call sheet for a job, you read it over, you look at things, you make sure you understand it, and you send an email back saying, "Thank you, I received my call sheet." That will typically be on an email you will get. It'll say, "Please let us know that you have received this and everything is okay." Don't have to reply back to all. Just reply back to the sender, who is typically be the producer or somebody working on the production, saying, "Yes, thank you, I have got the call sheet. Everything looks good." If there's some problems, or there's some things outlying that you see, make sure you mention those things right then. Now, a lot of times you do get a call sheet just before the production or the day before the production. This is another tip I'm going to give you guys. This is going to be really aggravating for a lot of people working on jobs, is when you're trying to get a call sheet and you have no clue really, or you have maybe a general idea of the time of the start the next day. And maybe it's a little bit farther away than you think it is, or you don't know the location exactly. If you are going to be sending out call sheets, just send out that call sheet as soon as you can, because there is nothing more irritating than getting a call sheet at 11 p.m. at night, letting you know you need to be on set the next morning at 6 a.m. and it's a 2-hour drive. I mean, it's like, that's happened to me a bunch of times, and I'm sure there's other people this has happened to, and it's like, oh my goodness, why can't we send this call sheet a little bit earlier? I would have been more prepared. I would have gone to bed earlier. I need to figure out, I got to leave now at 4 a.m. So another little hint there. If you're sending out call sheets, send them out as soon as you can, or give some warning to your crew if it's going to be an early morning start. So let's go through here on a call sheet and see what we have on this basic one. And some call sheets are different. You'll see different variety of stuff. This is what I have on mine, and this is what I've used and kind of modified to it. And a lot of times this would be for some commercial work or corporate work that I'm doing with a crew and some documentary style shooting stuff with a crew. So what we have up top here is a very simple thing layout here, production name. So you could put in, uh, whatever the name of the job is. You could also put your logo in there. So, this is for Brian's big video. It's going to be a good one. Big video. And then you have a list you see over here to your left. Name of the producer, name of the director, name of the DOP, name of the client. I put those in there. You could add some other lines here if you want to put them things in there. These are just some quick places where you can see who are the key people that you need to have their information for and their contact information for. A lot of stuff on the call sheet will be on there more than once. And I like having it that way. Specifically, call times, call locations, and names of crew. So here we go. We have that information there. You can change that. Sometimes I am the producer, the director, and the DOP, so I might just put that there. If it's a smaller job and I'm going out with just a few people, that might be the case. Below there, hospital. Now, these are always on call sheets. I've never, fortunately enough, been on a job where we need to have this information, but it's just a very common thing that's on call sheets is wherever your locations are, and they might be moving all over the place, it's just going to be something central that is the nearest hospital. It's just for a safety thing in case anything happens to anything or anything happens. People aren't scrambling and they know these things. It's good information to have in there, good practice to do to put that on there. We jump over to the other side here. We have our information on our food. So are we serving lunch for our crew? Are we serving lunch for our talent? If you don't know and you're hiring talent, typically you are going to have to give them food. Giving people food on set, doing craft services is also a great way to keep your crew happy. And I'm going to do another video about that later, about the importance of not skimping on your craft, because there's nothing more irritating as well as doing a long day on set and them having crappy food. So that's one thing to have on there. If you have somebody hired out here for your catering or craft services, their information there. Sunrise, sunset. Maybe this is not important to you. I like putting that stuff in there. This, again, is very common on call sheets. A lot of times, especially for a lot of, different kind of branded content, documentary style shooting stuff, we want to be shooting, during those golden hours and knowing these times. Things change a lot. This could be the middle of the summertime here in Ontario, Canada, where, we think of this as June. Sunrise might be at 5 a.m. or before 5 a.m. and sunset might be at 9:30 p.m. Weather, we'll put some information here. This one I have not changed over, but I would typically do this in Celsius because I'm Canadian, but Americans can do this in Fahrenheit. Humidity, I would put in information here if it was going to be raining, if there's a chance of rain. Okay, now we're going to go down here to the next part here. This is one of the most important sections of it, and that's why it's big here. Call time. What is a call time? Call time is when you need to be somewhere, when you need to be at the location, the first location, when you need to be setting up. This is the time. This is the latest. If you come after that time, you're late. So be there before that time is your goal. Putting that information in there. Now, sometimes I will modify this to have a call time for crew and a call time for talent. Or in the notes sections on both sides here, this is where I put some specific notes on that. I might say for talent, please look at your call time. It might be different than the crew. So, attention, talent, please check your own crew call time. Especially now in the age of COVID, another job I was doing a few months ago, we were staggering the talent coming in. We were using them for shooting different scenes, but we didn't want everybody there at the same time because of COVID regulations and trying to keep everybody safe. So I had different specific times for each person to come, the time that they would be meeting the makeup artist. Another reason for having a different talent call time or, call time for your cast, whether it's somebody you're doing an interview is, likely you need time to set up and get prepared to do the shoot. That's why typically I find the talent call times to be different than the crew call times, but it's never bad to have that information, that big stuff right there. When are we starting? Where are we starting? And that's the next section here. And again, up here, sorry, we have some more room here for notes. So this is where you could put in stuff if it is going to be bad weather. Please make sure you bring change of clothing for possible weather. Make sure you bring whatever equipment if somebody else needs to bring certain things. This is where you can put those notes in there. They're right there so people can see them. If somebody doesn't bring something, they messed up. You should be checking these things on your call sheet. So the next section here is your locations. Again, you can add this here. Maybe you're just filming at one location for the whole day. Maybe you're moving to multiple different places. I usually put in here locations, what the name of the location is, the address, and then I like putting a link to a Google map. I find this very helpful. If you save this out as a PDF, which is typically how I would send out a call sheet, you can still click on that link. Click on that link on your phone when you open it up, and it will open up your location in Google Maps. It's great to have things that way. Sometimes some addresses can be tricky. So you can add or delete your locations in here. But then we're going to get down to the next section, which is our crew section. So you're going to see here the positions, all these different positions here. And again, you might not be having all these things. A lot of times, again, it might be myself. I might have a PA. I might be directing and be the director of photography. I might have somebody out doing stills with us. I might have a grip, and I might have a grip gaffer swing, and I possibly might have a makeup artist. This is actually how I did that other job I was talking about where we were staggering the talent coming in. Very small crew that way. But sometimes you have all these things. So I just leave it in here on my template, and I modify it as I need it. But you can see you put your name in here, email the crew member, their call time. Ooh, I'm missing one, serious line here, which I'm going to add in right now. I'm going to put this slash here as well, slash cell. There we go. I was just modifying this last night. So email and cell number. So there's two different ways to get in contact with somebody if you have issues that way. It's great to have somebody's cell phone information on there. So their call time, which is probably might be the same as this, but sometimes with some of my crew, I might have us showing up really early, getting set up, and a makeup artist coming half an hour before talent. Maybe the makeup artist doesn't need to be there the whole time. They don't need to be waiting around for a couple hours while I am doing, or our crew is setting up. So, and then what is our kind of estimated wrap time? And I like this little line here, especially if we're doing craft services. Do you have any dietary issues? Are you vegan? Are you no dairy? Just simple things in there can help. If we send a call sheet out, so we've asked these questions to people for the crew before we have sent this call sheet out, and somebody sees this and they send us a message back saying, like, Brian, I'm no dairy. Okay, we make a note of that. We make sure we can update those things and make sure when we're getting food for people that everybody can eat things and everybody is happy. Now, the next section down here is for our cast. I have a position, so it could be actor 1, scene 1, whatever it is. If it's a film, you might have, the lead role, male role. A lot of times when we're doing commercial work, people maybe don't have names for things. It'd be like dad, scene 1. A lot of times if they're being hired through a casting agency, then you would be using the email for the casting agent and the cell phone for the casting agent. I love having the cell number for the talent we actually have as well. Sometimes talent agencies don't want to give you that stuff. I prefer to push for that because it just makes things easier if we're going to get into a situation where somebody needs to call somebody because they're not there on time, etc. Okay, so then we have their call times, their wrap times, the same things there. Next line going down here is our shooting schedule. And this is where this thing can change and be very big and add tons of stuff in here. What I typically do here is this is going to be a simple one. Say we have, location, it might say location 1. I would put the addresses and stuff again in here as well. Certain notes to this. I would put the names of the crew here, some notes of what we're trying to film. Sometimes if it's a more in-depth shooting schedule, I would actually attach that as another document, another page to this. I would save it out or bring it into this and kind of delete this section and have a separate thing and maybe have a note there that says, please check out this shooting schedule or the production guide for what we're doing for those days. Then we have some production notes. It's also great if you have some notes in here for locations with maps. Sometimes people add that on as another page to showing there. Please see reference below. And some more production notes here. So this is just a very simple sample of a call sheet or a call sheet you could use. Again, it's saved in the description below. But why I love using a call sheet, or what I've gotten used to using a call sheet more and more. Sometimes I used to find it, a little bit strange on a job where maybe it's 4 of us going out to shoot. Why am I sending out a call sheet? It's easy. We're just 4 of us. What I find when I'm doing a call sheet, even when it's a small amount of people doing that, it helps me to think through things and scenarios and situations to help eliminate problems from happening. I'm trying to anticipate things a lot of times when I'm working through one, I'll be like, I didn't think of this. Oh, I need to get this information. And it's just kind of a template there that makes me make sure I've given all the correct information to somebody. It's nothing worse than people trying to get after you for where you're supposed to be, what time you're supposed to be there, when you should be done. It's just a great way to help you get organized, even when you're using a small crew or just a couple people. Great way to go around and think about that stuff. And when you have a bigger job, if you're trying to do a short film, if you're trying to do something with multiple talent, if you're doing a documentary shoot and you're doing different places and different interviews and people that need to meet you in certain times and different spots, a call sheet is key to keeping yourself organized. Now, a lot of times this would be the job of the producer to create one like this. The producer may be working with the director. And if you work like myself, a lot of people are wearing multiple hats. Sometimes I'm just directing and I'm working with another producer, but we typically will likely get to a point where we need to use a call sheet. And definitely, for sure, if you're going to be working in an industry, you're going to receive a call sheet. So knowing how to read one, making sure that you're responding to the call sheets, and making sure you are there on time is a big, big deal. Really just make sure you read through a call sheet when you get one. Look at the notes, look at all the things, spend some time on it. You don't want to be the person that gets there and they ask you, do you have this? Or where's your rain gear? Or where's this? And you're like, what? It's like, it was in the call sheet. You should read the call sheet. So that's a good way to get somebody pissed off at you and to show, you don't have great initiative on what you're doing. Make sure you read your call sheet, know where you're going, know what's happening. Any questions, any concerns you have, respond to them as well once you get a call sheet. So that's just a video, kind of 2 cents, my thoughts, my ways I'm using a call sheet. Let me know below. Do you guys have call sheets, different ways that you like to do this stuff, that you like to gather things together? Maybe we can share some other links in the comments below of call sheets that you're using, or maybe you're taking this call sheet, you're modifying. Is there things that you think I am missing on my call sheet? Or is there things that you would suggest that should be on there? Please let me know in the comments below, guys. Thanks so much. If you like this video, please think of giving me a thumbs up. Please think of subscribing to the channel, and we'll see you guys on the next one.